evening, everybody. I'm Sean Kaiser, along with my broadcast partner, James Hollywood Flynn. Formerly known as Goodrich High School, it's the old Redburn Arena here, as the Cardinals are going to be taking on Oshkosh North in this Fox Valley Association matchup. Due to some conflicts, this game moved from the Fond du Lac Fieldhouse to the old Redburn Arena, formerly known as Goodrich High School. Bring back lots of memories here for this basketball game. And James, the Cardinals come into this basketball game perfect on the season, a record of 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the Fox Valley Association Conference. And tonight they're going to be facing an Oshkosh North team not so up to standards. Frank Shady's usually towards the top of the conference, but so far this season they come in with a record of only 1-3.
Yeah, the North Spartans really aren't playing up to their potential. I think they're a much better team than their 1-3 record in the conference. I think they're going to give Fond du Lac a game tonight. No matter how bad this team is, Frank Shady's team always gives Dick Diener and Fond du Lac a run for their money.
The Fond du Lac Cardinals have gotten to this point in the season, their undefeated mark, by playing some good defense and also some hot shooting as of late from Chris Saberlick.
Yeah, Chris Saberlick, he was kind of held out in the national. He used the box-and-one defense. I don't know if he got 2 shots up. But as you said, the defense, that's been the staple of this Cardinal program ever since Dick Diener's first year in the program here. And
the defense has definitely been a staple. The offense has been a slow progression coming into this season and throughout their first 5 victories, but that defense has really played a big part in them being undefeated.
Yeah, it has. Once again, you know, they come out, they don't score too many points, but they're only giving up 37 points a game. If you hold teams to 37 points a game, you're going to win almost every game you play in.
So it's Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North from the old Redburn Arena. We'll be back with stunning lineups in the national anthem after this. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel. The spots and stuff, they sound real overmodulated in the headset still. I don't know. All right, Phil, to bring it back. And we're back at the old Redburn Arena. As Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North just about to set to tip it off here. Starting lineups coming up in a moment, but first we will pause for our national anthem from the old Redbird Arena. That's the national anthem from the old Redbird Arena. As Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North just about set to tip it off, as we will once again go courtside and bring you the starting lineups for both Oshkosh North and your undefeated Fond du Lac Cardinals. Those are your starting lineups for both Fond du Lac and Oshkosh. Oshkosh North, coached by Frank Shady. And the Cardinals, of course, Coach Diener. Sure, playing this game in the old Redbird Arena brings back lots of memories for Coach Diener.
Yes, it does. He's won conference championships right here in this gym. A lot different atmosphere from the new gym to the old gym.
We're into here in this gymnasium, but I tell you what, as much as I love this gym and everything, that new field house is really growing on me.
Yeah, the lighting and the floor just seem a lot brighter. It just seems to have an up-tempo atmosphere to it.
Opening tip bounced around and controlled by Oshkosh North.
By the way, they're redoing the floor.
Floor will be redone. Outside jumper going to be taken by Oshkosh North. That was number 10, Spud Shady. As Spud Shady, 5'8" is what they list him here. 5'4".
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. He's kind of a mugsy there out there. And to see him on Sabre, like two real quick guards like that.
Cardinals on offense to start the game. Down low underneath, look, and off the glass, it's in. One for Sean Bartelt as he had some nice. Cardinals done a decent job at the post as that time a shot is missed. Back the other way comes the Cardinals. You see a lot of post play this year, typically by Derek Arntz, as down the lane and good. Robbie Springborn lays it off the glass. Nice move by Robbie.
Great penetration in the lane, just takes it himself.
Jumper is good. That's a pointer for Oshkosh North. Firing. And who's been on fire. He shot a team leading 17 three-pointers so far this season, but an offensive foul going to be called that time on Saberlick as he was driving into the lane.
Yeah, kind of a questionable call. I'm sure that defender was very in the lane there. I'd have to see that on replay once.
4-3, Fond du Lac on top of Oshkosh North. 6:44 to go in the first quarter. And Fond du Lac's defense sleep that time, and open underneath was Kelly Flanagan, the 6'5" forward. And Oshkosh North takes their first lead of the game. In trouble is Springborn. He needs some help from a teammate. Nobody comes over to help him out. Springborn able to drive through traffic. Here's that outside jumper by Saberlick, no good. Rebound controlled, and they're going to call it a jump ball inside. You wonder, Fond du Lac, this team has practiced at the new high school, and they played their games at the new high school. You wonder what kind of effect, even though they still have a decent home crowd on hand here, you wonder, I mean, it's a different bag as far as shooting and everything is concerned. That could affect the team.
Yeah, it's kind of a mini road game, you know. They haven't shot at these baskets all year.
As Casey Weiss lays it off the glass and in, I tell you what, the defense seems to be soft on both ends so far, as both teams have been able to lay it off the glass and in. Some easy layups for both teams, as a foul is going to be underneath on Fond du Lac.
Yeah, Spud Shady there, he just created the foul, got down court really quick. There's really nothing you can do with a quick guy like that as far as defending him in the transition game.
Foul was called on Robbie Springborn as a wild shot is taken by Oshkosh North. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Fond du Lac on top of Oshkosh North, 6-5. Saberlick was over. The defense came out. Springborn down the lane and up and in. Robbie Springborn off to a nice start so far in this basketball game, as he's got himself 4 points and the Cardinals lead by 3. Haven't seen Robbie penetrate a lot this year. Well, Robbie is suffering from a sprained finger. It's pretty much going to hamper him throughout the rest of the season. Ball out of bounds. Possession retained by Oshkosh North. But Springborn, we saw a lot of that last year in that playoff run where he was penetrating down the lane and creating shots for his teammates and also taking some shots. Really haven't seen much of that so far this year, but tonight a couple of shots like that for Springborn.
Yeah, this year he's really looking to get more people involved, including Derek Arndt. Last year, as you said, in that state tournament, he had basically taken it upon himself and just pull up in the lane and hit open shots.
Another foul on Fond du Lac. They've quickly picked up 3 team fouls already. As the free throw is up and good. Kelly Flanagan with the free throw for Oshkosh North. Checking into the game for Oshkosh North, number 23, Josh Wara. He comes in for Matsari. Second free throw is good for Flanagan. And the Cardinals lead 8-7, 5:26 left in the first quarter. From the old Redbird Arena. This game originally scheduled to be played Thursday night. Pass down low underneath, and it was stolen momentarily by Oshkosh North. The referees are going to say that one off the hands of the Cardinals. So you've seen some sloppy basketball early on.
Yeah, not characteristic of the Cardinals. They usually don't turn the ball over.
8-7 Fond du Lac. And there's a steal for the Cardinals. We've seen them play good defense throughout this season so far. And Derek Garntz, the big man for the Cardinals, who's done a very good job early on in the season, gets the steal. Now Saberlich. He draws a double team. Robbie's going to get it back to Saberlich. And the Cardinals reset their offense.
North's doing a great job on getting men over at Saberlich when he looks like he's got an open look, but they're rotating well.
Well, other Cardinal players are going to have to step up throughout this season because the defenses are going to start to key on Saberlich. He's hit 17 threes this year. A foul underneath on Oshkosh North. That's going to be on number 20, Mike Moldenauer. As Bartelt coming down the lane, and Sean will go to the free throw line shooting 2. 4:34 in this first quarter. 8-7. Fond du Lac on top of Oshkosh North. Bartelt's first free throw is no good. Bartelt with 2 points in this game so far. Bartelt up with his second. That one's good for Sean. 1 for 2 to the line, and the Cardinals lead by 2. Spud Shady, that
classic name there.
Must have been named after Spud Webb. As down low and throwing up an air ball. Getting back his own rebound and putting it in there is Joe Bolter, excuse me. Joe Bolter puts it in for his first 2 points of the game. Four minutes left in the first quarter. Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North are tied at 9. Springborn down the lane.
Should have been an offensive foul there on Springborn.
Bit out of control. No foul was called as Bolter is going to shoot from outside and hit it. That's a 3-point basket. Joe Bolter knocks down a 3. He's got 5, and Oshkosh North now leads this game by 3. Springborn with the cross-court pass to Bartelt. Bartelt looking for the 3. He's going to take it, get a friendly bounce, and hit it. Sean Bartelt from the outside matches Bolter's 3-pointer, and this game is tied at 12.
Bartelt stepping up early here. He's got 6 points early for the Cardinals, half of their points.
As a foul is going to be called on Fond du Lac, their 4th team foul. Foul going to be on Casey Wiest, his first. Couple of substitutions for both teams. Checking in for Fond du Lac, Kyle Shepard. North also substituting in a couple of players.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from Shepard early this year, but he's more of he's a big guy, and this is a team that suits him well to face up against guys like Moldenauer.
So North with the basketball. Shooting from the top of the key and draining that 3-pointer is Chad Miller. Miller from the outside. North doing a good job shooting 3-point baskets early on in this game, and they've got themselves a 3-point lead. Miller picks up the foul. That's his first. Team second. From the old Cardinal Arena. formerly known as Goodrich High School. Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North battling. Fond du Lac 4-0 in the FBA. Oshkosh North comes in with a 1-3 record. Cardinals are 5-0 overall. Looking to head into this Christmas break undefeated. Fond du Lac being patient on offense.
This North defense is really aggressive, really rotating well right now.
Robbie Springborn's going to shoot from the outside and hit it. Coffin corner three. Robbie Springborn knocks it down and ties the game at 15.
Yeah, just as I said how good the rotation was, they lost Springborn there, and he got an easy look at a three.
And a travel going to be called on Oshkosh North. Robbie Springborn having himself a nice first quarter as he has got 7 points already. Springborn dialed in so far, and this game's tied at 15. Nice job by Springborn. You talked about it. Just got himself open for the three. We haven't seen Robbie take too many of those shots, but that time he did. As well, a lot of pushing and shoving there. The refs really letting these guys play down low as the Cardinals are trying to inbound the ball. And, well, the ball's going to go to Oshkosh North. .2:14 left in this first quarter. It's all tied at 15. Oshkosh North working it down low. That's an air ball. Here come the Cardinals as they look to take the lead. Saberlich has only put up one shot so far. He was a three-pointer and he missed it.
He's had trouble getting his shot off.
North has done a very good job as every time Saberlich gets the ball, they're bringing another man over and double teaming him. Saberlich's really got to work tonight to get his shot. You know, defense is keying on Saberlich, and Robbie Springborn's been able to step up.
Yeah, you can tell that it looks like Springborn's taking it more on himself to create shots for himself and take more of a offensive load of his team here.
That's what Fond du Lac's going to need to do throughout this conference season. This defense is going to try to devise ways to shut down Saberlich, who's just been unconscious. That time he wanted to pull up from Lemira as he maybe forced the three-pointer there. It was no good, but the Cardinals able to control the offensive rebound. Del Saberlich really wants to get a shot off as Shavy going to shoot from the outside. That one's no good. Rebound still loose, but finally controlled by Oshkosh North. As Spud Shavy with an assist and a three. Oh my gosh, Kevin Flanagan from outside. He knocks down a three.
North has really been taking a lot of those threes, and the Cardinals haven't been defending the perimeter very well.
They've had open shots. Well, you really got to credit this game of Spud Shady, listed at 5'8". He's done a great job of penetrating and getting some open shots. And I tell you what, it's just a three-point contest for what? Sean Bartell going to knock down a three-point basket.
Well, this might be a career high for Bartell here in this first quarter. I believe he's got 9 already.
9 points for Sean Bartell as North's going to pull out from a deep one, 38 seconds to go, and Dick Dieter puts his finger up for one. Bartell doesn't look to it, though. Bartell cuts down the lane, able to pick up a foul as Bartell fouls Bartell. Bartell saw something. Yeah, Coach Dieter now nodding his head there. He agrees with that one. Bartell had himself an opening down the lane, able to pick up a foul and go to the free throw line shooting two.
Boy, this game, I came in thinking this would be a defensive struggle, but both teams putting up 18 points in this opening quarter. We've been going at a frantic pace here.
Lots of offense. Bartell knocked it down. Bartell 2 of 3 from the line. He's got 10 points. Very good game so far for the junior Sean Bartell.
Yeah, Bartell and Springborn have really picked up the slack for Saberlich.
Bartell nails both free throws. And Fond du Lac leads 5-4. And Oshkosh North gonna play for one. Actually, the Cardinals up 20-18. 10 seconds. North puts their offense in motion. A kick out. They're going to launch it from the corner, and no good, and that's the end of the first quarter. An exciting first quarter of basketball from the old Redbird Arena as Fond du Lac is on top of Oshkosh North 20-18. Back with second quarter action after this. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel.
Just north of Highway 23 on Seymour Street in Fond du Lac.
Cardinals up by 2. Wishing all of you happy holidays from the old Redbird Arena. Happy holidays from the Video Sports crew. Hopefully you enjoy our holiday bumper music. Is that Mannheim Steamroller?
Yes, it is.
I am told by our producers it is. Hopefully the guys back in the truck are drinking the non-alcoholic eggnog. There better just be some nutmeg in there. I hope that's what that coloring is. 20-18, the Fond du Lac on top of Oshkosh North, and the ball will be stolen away. Holy cow, I tell you what, I've been impressed by this Bud Shady character.
He's really quick and aggressive, much like Springborn, but this guy, he is just feisty on the defensive side of the ball.
Coach's kid.
Yeah, he's the son of Frank Shady, and of course, another former point guard was Shady's son.
I believe it was Luke Shady a couple years back.
Luke Shady, and he was a feisty point guard as well. Gave Fond du Lac tons of fits. As Bud Shady goes down the lane, and well, he learned that if you're 5'8", you probably shouldn't drive down there in the land of the Giants, as Derek Arndt was able to swat that one away. And another block there. Shepard and Arndt converging on that block. Some good defense by the Cardinals down low. Fond du Lac leads by 2 here early. In the second quarter, Spud Shady, a block on Rocky Springborn's three-pointer.
Boy, I never thought I'd see Shady block a shot.
That guy is athletic, firing from the outside. That was a rainbow jumper, no good. Quickly the other way comes the Cardinals. Down the pass to Hart. Hart a little bit off balance. Tried to lay down one, and he had a great feed from Robbie Springborn. Just couldn't connect on that one. And Oshkosh North able to connect from the outside. Bombing a three-pointer, Mike Moldenauer. Cardinal fans remember him from last year when these two teams played at the Fond du Lac Fieldhouse. It was Moldenauer who hit a three-pointer with 1.1 seconds to go to give Oshkosh North a three-point victory. As quickly the other way, Saberlick able to get his first points of the basketball game, laying it off the glass and in and getting fouled.
Yeah, Saberlick finally gets on track there, but Moldenauer, man, he must have pulled up from 25 feet, reminiscent of Travis Steiner against Oshkosh West about 3 years ago.
That happened in the same old Cardinal Arena. Saberlick at the free throw line. 5 team fouls now on Oshkosh North. The free throw is good. Well, I kind of like that by Saberlick. Saberlick really hasn't had that outside jumper, so, you know, what better way to get on the scoreboard than to try penetrating. As another outside jumper going to be taken by Oshkosh North, no good. They've really been living and dying by the three so far tonight. They've been living at that three-point strike.
Yeah, so far they've already attempted 10 of them and made 5.
And quickly the other way comes Fond du Lac, but an offensive foul going to be called on Sean Bartelt. As Bartelt was open for the lay-in, but came down with a little too much head of steam. That's the 5th team foul on Fond du Lac. Both teams with 5 fouls here, 6:25 to go in the second quarter, and Fond du Lac leads 23-21. A lot of three-point shooting in that first quarter, James.
Yeah, the North Spartans were 4 of 7, Fondy 3 of 6.
Both teams jacking it up from the outside. Really haven't seen too much down low. We saw early on in this game some down low shots. There's another three-pointer hit. Oh my goodness, Chad Miller from downtown for Oshkosh North. This is a three-point clinic. Miller's got 6. And timeout will be called by the Cardinals. A 20-second timeout.
Once again, nice defense by North. They trapped Springborn. He didn't really have anywhere to go. He was forced to call the timeout.
North on top 24-23 in the second quarter. A 1-point lead for Oshkosh North. Back and forth this basketball game has been, and boy, 3-point shots left and right so far, and the latest 3-point basket giving Oshkosh North a 1-point lead. I'm waiting for the arrival of Kane.
Sean, give me the score.
24-23, Oshkosh North on top by 1. 5:50 to go in the second quarter. As Saberlick dances around, and I thought that ball fell off of North, but the officials say it was off Jim Dilling of the Cardinals. Back the other way comes North.
We'll see if Fond du Lac tightens up that perimeter defense here. All North's been shooting his three-pointers so far.
And a foul outside on Derek Arndt. Arndt playing on the perimeter. He's used to banging down low, not used to really being outside by that three-point arc, and he just kind of reached in a little bit. Called for his first foul of the game. 6 team fouls against Fond du Lac. North is, you know, those three-point shots that they've taken have been justified as the ball bounces out of bounds off of North, and the Cardinals get it. Lots of three-point shots been put up by both teams, and really they've all been open looks.
Yeah, they have. None of them been forced, really. They've just all been on penetration and kicks either by Springborn or Shady of Oshkosh North.
24-23, a 1-point lead for Oshkosh North with 5:16 to go before halftime. John Shavy now in the game for the Cardinals. And wipe away the basket. Saberlick had knocked down the three, but a foul going to be called before that shot on Oshkosh North. Foul's going to be on 14, J.P. Henning. That's his first foul. 6 for Oshkosh North. Well, boy, Saberlick just can't catch a break. The foul actually wasn't on him. It was on the guy setting the screen.
Yeah, he finally gets on track there, hits a nice three, but they wave it off.
So the Cardinals looking to retake the lead. Robbie Springborn's short jumper's no good, but a nice job of hustle by Chris Saberlick, able to control the offensive board and reset the offense for Fond du Lac. Saberlick just trying to get himself a screen. His teammates are doing their good at best. As Arndt down low able to pick up a foul. I believe that one, let's see, is that going to be foul down low on Oshkosh North? Matt Sari is going to pick up the foul. His first, and the Cardinals are now in the bonus. 7 team fouls on Oshkosh North. Arndt from the free throw line, up and good. That's Derek's first point of the basketball game. Coming into this game, he's averaging just under 10 points a game. Been a very nice surprise for this team.
Yeah, it's really a big surprise. That's about the first time they've got it down to him low, and he did create the foul there to get him 2 shots, and he made both free throws.
Arndt's up and good on both. 25-24, Fond du Lac leads Oshkosh North by 1 here in the second quarter. And a steal by Robbie Springborn. He's going to go coast to coast and lay it in. Robbie Springborn, steal and lay it. And the Cardinals now up by 3.
Great job there by Springborn. Stole the pass, took it to the distance, got the nice easy layup to put the Cardinals up by 3.
Now we saw it right there. The Cardinals looking to tighten up their defense a little bit on the perimeter, and it'll happen that time. Wide open underneath, but a foul's going to be called. Derek Arndt going to be called for the foul. Oshkosh had a man open down low. Second foul on Derek Arndt.
Close call there. I thought he may have gotten all ball.
And Derek Arndt's going to check out. Coming in for Fond du Lac is Jim Dilling. Cardinals have had a pretty decent rotation of big guys down low with Dilling and Shepard, Derek Arndt. Been able to rotate those guys in there.
Josh Ware shooting free throws here, the younger brother of former Spartan Nick Ware, quarterback at University of Oshkosh right now.
Josh Ware, I do believe also the quarterback of this football team, so I guess playing quarterback runs in the family.
Yeah, it does. Nick Ware, he was a great at Oshkosh North, led him to a state title in 2000. That was a great team with Darren Charles and Doherty and the crew.
Yeah, he had a lot of weapons to throw to, that's for sure. 27-25, the Cardinals are up by 2 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Down low is Dilling. Turnaround jumper. Dilling gets the roll on a turnaround jumper. His first 2 points of the basketball game. Cardinals up by 4.
Nice move by Dilling, turnaround jumper.
And a steal by Fondy70. Other way is Saberlick. Saberlick picks up the ball. We've seen this from Saberlick now, able to penetrate to the basket. He hasn't had that open 3-point jumper, so Saberlick settle for standing out on the perimeter. He's going to find ways to get into the scoring column. That time, a steal, and he tried taking it coast to coast, able to pick up the foul, going back to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. If they're not going to let you get open on the offensive end to shoot the 3, you got to take it inside and play good defense.
Free throw missed by Saberlick. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Cardinals 6 of 8 from the free throw line as a team. Saberlick hits his second free throw. 4 points for him in this basketball game. It's a 5-point Cardinal lead, 30-25. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go before halftime. We're at the old Redbird Arena. Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North. Open down long, laying it off the glass and in. As that was an easy one there for Josh Wara.
Great feed by Shady. Once again, he broke down the defense, found the open man underneath.
Trimming the Cardinal lead to 3. Bartelt over to Springborn. Back to Bartelt. Cardinals working for a good shot. You see the defense stepping out on Saberlick quick. Down the lane is Bartelt. Bartelt goes left and puts it in short. Bartelt, his first 2 points of the second quarter after he scored 10 of the first, and quickly the other way, a 2-point basket for Oshkosh North.
Bartelt really taking an offensive role here on the team. He's got 12 early points.
In trouble with Robbie Springborn. He needs some help. Just gets it across the timeline. He gets it to Bartelt. Shady. Limit is no good. And a foul underneath on Fond du Lac. Let's see who gets that foul. Not for sure what happened there. Jim Dilling called for the foul. 32-29. The Cardinals up by 3 with 2:27 to go before halftime. That's 18 fouls on Fond du Lac. Both teams are in the bonus. Free throw up, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by J.P. Henning for Oshkosh North. Ball goes out of bounds, but North retains the possession. Very warm in this gymnasium.
Yeah, it is. It's rather hot tonight here. Maybe because nobody's been using this gym for, maybe about 2 years now.
Now, I know the Riverside Elementary kids play here. Good thing this wasn't a hockey game or the ice would have melted.
Should say they're not used to this many people in this gym.
2 minutes to go. Nice defense by the Cardinals, not really giving North much of a look. Down low, might have got away with a push-off. But a foul underneath on the Cardinals. As Kyle Radke was working down low, foul on Bartelt. It's 2 fouls for Bartelt.
North Spartans have really worked it inside low after putting up a lot of 3-pointers early on in the first and early in the second, but lately they've been going inside.
The Spartans have a great job from the free throw line as Bartelt's going to check out probably for this final minute 55 of the second quarter. In for Fond du Lac is Matt Saporski, 6'2 junior. Second free throw is good for North. It's a 2-point lead for the Cardinals with 1:55 to go. Fond du Lac needs to inbound this ball. And they just do so, getting the basketball to Saberlich. Saberlich now throws it ahead to Shavy. Shavy quickly underneath the support team who just checked into the basketball game, and he put up an ugly shot. Not sure that's what the Cardinals wanted. Nice defense by Shavy. Shavy knocks away that pass. Now he's trying to chase down the ball. As he goes sliding, well, you got to be careful in this gym with those doors so close to under the basketball area. It's not like the Fond du Lac field house where you can pretty much slide for about 50, 60 feet.
Yeah, here you really got to watch out when you go after loose balls. They only got about 15 feet of space there. Shavy, he almost ran right into the door.
1:28 before halftime. It's a 2-point lead for Fond du Lac, 32-30. Robbie Springborn goes down, but no foul is called. Wide open is Spud Shady for Oshkosh North. None of his teammates see him. Foul committed down low on the Cardinals. I believe that's going to be their 10th team foul. And it is. Double bonus time now for Oshkosh North.
There's a big-time pick there set by number 30 for Oshkosh North, Kyle Radke. He just took the Cardinal defender right out of the play.
Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North here at the old Redbird Arena. Free throw up and good. Matt Sari. Second free throw good as well, and this game is tied. Let's see how the Cardinals play it with 1:14 to go. Pressure being applied by North. The Cardinals get it across. Open for the three, but no good. Is Chris Saberlich. He had an open shot there, but just unable to knock it down. Back the other way is Spud Shady. He throws up a real wild shot, but an offensive rebound controlled by North. Had 4 Cardinals around him. And now a foul is going to be called on North. Number 30, Kyle Radke, called for the foul. 19 foul on North. Saberlich goes to the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1. Saberlich 2 of 3 from the free throw line so far tonight. That one's no good, but he follows his throw. Offensive rebound, picks up a foul in the process. Now the Cardinals will be in the double bonus, so he's guaranteed 2 free throws.
Yeah, Saberlich's offensive game isn't going too well, but he's really hustling on both the defense and offensive floor. They're creating 2 more shots for him.
Free throw good. Gives Fond du Lac a 1-point lead. Now it's just hot in here for the announcers like us and for some of the people in the stands. You got to wonder how warm it is for the players down there on the court.
Yeah, you're thinking they're not used to this being this warm in here. It's overly warm.
A lot more open space in the Fond du Lac Fieldhouse. Saberlich hits both free throws. The Cardinals lead by 2 with 47 seconds. Let's see if North is going to play for 1. A lot of slipping and sliding happening on this floor. It's going to get a makeover come Christmas break. 30 seconds. Little Spud Shady. Well, he's really good at the dribble. You'd expect him to be being that low to the ground. Kind of looks like a guy who used to play for Theresa, Brad Hartman.
Yeah, Spud Shady is really a quick little scat type guy out there.
5 seconds. Shady down the lane. He throws up a jumper. No good. On the tip. No good. And we are going to halftime. It's halftime at the old Redbird Arena. Fond du Lac leads Oshkosh North 34-32. We've got a good Fox Valley Association basketball game on our hands. Should be an exciting second quarter. We'll come back with halftime statistics after this. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel.
Team Sports, Main Street Fond du Lac. Shoes, balls, gear, It's all here at Team Sports on Main. Dribble, pass, shoot. It's basketball season, and Team Sports has all your basketball needs covered. One stop and you're in the game. And maybe discover for the players more your speed. Team Sports also carries all you need for wrestling. Team Sports' trophies, leather jackets, and Packer and Badger merchandise. Team Sports, your sports headquarters.
Mexican has the best authentic Mexican food north of the border. Start off with 3 chips and Mexican famous homemade salsa. Mexican has a different lunch special every day, but it's served fresh in 50 minutes or less. And fry bread and get more dinner-related specials for real quick for the ladies. And for free, for the man. The Mexican has 2 convenient locations to order served food. Main Street in Overlock and our Oshkosh location, which run a full-service bar next to Kevin on Collier Street.
Here's a Charter Communications news break.
Each year, Charter Communications awards 7 $1,000 scholarships to area students planning to major in marketing, business, communications, computer technology, or engineering. This year, 4 scholarships were awarded in eastern Wisconsin. One lucky winner is Aaron Sondergaard from Fondy High School. Aaron excelled in academics and has been involved in numerous band activities, campus sports editor, student council, and a member of the Cardinals golf team. Aaron's $1,000 Charter Communications scholarship is being used toward a civil, computer, or geological engineering major at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Charter Communications provides cable TV and internet service at no charge to schools and libraries in our area. Our student scholarship program is another way Charter Communications and our community.
Charter Communications, bringing you the wireless. Here's a break.
Each year, awards several $1,000 scholarships to area students planning to major in marketing, business, communications, computer technology, or engineering. This year, 4 scholarships were awarded in eastern Wisconsin. One lucky winner is Pierce West High School. Excels in academics, forensics, and has been included in the who's who among American high school students. Pierce's $1,000 Charter Communications Scholarship is being used towards a software design for education and home entertainment major at Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, Minnesota. Charter Communications provides cable TV and internet service at no charge to schools and libraries in our
All right. You got to give them to him. You got to read the stats to him.
Right now?
Ready, Dave? Okay.
All right, Fond du Lac was 11 of 21 from the field, 52%.
Oh, hang on. Slow down. Oh, we go across.
Oh, okay. North, 10 of 23.
Yep.
All right, Fond du Lac, 52%. North, 43.
Free throws, Fond du Lac 8 of 12. North was 7 of 12. 67%. And 58%. Yeah, total rebounds.
All right, rebounds for the Cardinals, they had 11. and North with 10. Turnovers, Fond du Lac 6 and North 5.
Do you want leading scorers at all, or do you just want me to mention that? I can't hear you at all. I'll just read them, okay. Da, 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 da. Oh, jeez. What is that? Shut that off, please.
Okay.
And Springborn, Robert Springborn. Da, da, da. Yep. Halftime at the old Redbird Arena, and Fond du Lac is on top of Oshkosh North 34-32 as these two Fox Valley Association rivals battle things out here. It was an exciting first half of basketball, James Hollywood Flynn, as back and forth, especially that first quarter, a lot of points scored. So the defense kind of stepped up a little bit in that second quarter.
Yeah, the first quarter, both teams really shooting a lot of threes. North was 4 of 7, Fond du Lac 3 of 6. A frantic pace ended 18-18. Second quarter, the teams really bunkered down, not getting up as many shots. A little sloppier play, a few more turnovers in the second quarter. And so far, I think we've had a really up-paced game, 34-32 at halftime. I think this is more of an early fourth quarter score right now.
Yeah, definitely for Fond du Lac basketball. Not used to really seeing them put up 34 points in the first half, but they've been able to do so against Oshkosh North so far. You talked about those three-pointers. A lot of open shots for both teams, especially Oshkosh North, but the Cardinal defense kind of made a couple of adjustments in the second quarter and limited those outside jumpers for North.
Yeah, North, they were really shooting the three-pointers a lot. Then they started going inside. The rotation was better on the outside wing for the three. Dumped it inside, drew a couple fouls, but their free throw shooting hasn't been that great for North.
34-32, Fond du Lac leads by 2. We'll take a look at the halftime statistics so far from the old Redbird Arena. 52% shooting for the Cardinals and 43 for North, so both teams pretty much the same shooting. Same for those free throws. Well, you look at almost every statistical category, James, and things are pretty much the same for both teams. Rebounds, shots, everything.
Yeah, it does look the same, much like it does on the scoreboard right now.
And the leading scorers for Fond du Lac so far, Sean Bartelt had a very nice first quarter, especially first quarter and first half. Bartelt scored 11 of his 13 in the first quarter, and Robbie Springborn's had a nice game so far as he's been able to put in 9. Might be looking at the scoreboard wondering where the name Saberlick is, as Chris Saberlick has been leading the Cardinals in scoring so far this season and shooting the lights out from three-point range, but there's some good defense being played at him by Oshkosh North.
Yeah, North, they are really rotating to Saberlick really well, bringing 1 and 2 guys at him each time he touched the ball. Bartelt's really stepped up, and that's where Saberlick's been most of the season, 13 points at halftime, but it's been Bartelt tonight, mainly with a lot of open looks.
It's a 2-point lead for Fond du Lac, 34-32. We're about set to start the third quarter. We'll be back after this. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel. We're ready. The third quarter begins from the old Redbird Arena where Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North are battling. Ball out of bounds goes to Fond du Lac. Sean Kaiser here along with my broadcast partner James Flynn. As we're high atop the Redbird Arena. Not as high as you can get, but
there's some people in this building that are a little higher than us.
They're in the heavens, so to speak. Cardinals open this with a 2-point lead, and Chris Saberlich goes to the ground. No foul is called. A turnover for the Cardinals. And the other way looking to tie this game up is Oshkosh North, but a foul before the shot goes on Fond du Lac. Chris Saberlich called for the foul. That's his second. First team foul for Fond du Lac. And a steal by the Cardinals, so a turnover there for Oshkosh North. Haven't seen much offense so far in this first minute of the third quarter.
3 turnovers here early on in the third quarter.
A 3-point shot on the way by Bartelt is no good. And here comes little Spud Shady. Spud Shady with an impressive first half of basketball. Open underneath and good. Mike Moldenauer, we've heard from him on and off throughout this basketball game. He knocked out a 3-point basket from about 25 feet beyond the arc earlier. And oh my goodness, double dribble called against Robbie Springborn and the Cardinals.
That's 2 quick turnovers for the Cardinals here early in this third quarter.
Tied at 34, 6:52 to go. Feeling this is going to come down to the wire. We haven't seen many close games. The only close game for the Cardinals really this year was against Neenah, the game that went into overtime. But
yeah, this is a much better test for the Cardinals. I thought North would give them a game. They usually do. North took both games last year from the Cardinals, and so far 34-34 midway through the third.
Foul on Derek Arts. That's his second personal foul. 2 quick team fouls already in this third quarter for Fond du Lac. This game tied at 34. North looking to inbound underneath, scoring, and a foul. Matt Sari with the basket, and credit North for drawing up a nice play there on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, no, that's 2 quick, easy baskets for North early in this third quarter. Both layups right under the basket. The defender did not rotate well. The first one, it was Saberlich. This one, it was number 34, Weist, who didn't get back in time.
So a 2-point lead for North as Matt Sari goes to the free throw line. His free throw's good. And North now leads by 3. Last time I remember North leading this basketball game, I believe it was 25-24 in the second quarter. Down the lane, Springborn up and good. Robbie Springborn continues his nice game. He's got 11 points so far in this basketball game, and he pulls the Cardinals to within 1. Steal that time. Springborn gets his hands on the ball, stole it away, and back the other way come the Cardinals looking to take the lead. Springborn, oh, a jumper, good. Robbie Springborn continues his hot shooting tonight, and the Cardinals now lead 38-37.
Yeah, Springborn looking to get offensive here. 2 quick baskets, 4 early points for the Cardinals. They get another 1-point lead.
We talked about the defensive job North has done so far tonight on Saberlich, as a foul going to be called underneath on Jim Dilling. As Moldenauer was driving, Saberlich really been shut down by this North defense, and Springborn and Bartelt have both stepped up in his absence.
Yeah, Springborn looking like his old form last year from the state finals, really taking it upon himself. I'm not sure that was a foul there. It looked like a charge on Oshkosh North. Looked like the Fond du Lac defender had his feet set to me.
Second foul for Jim Dilling. 4 team fouls already for the Cardinals. 4 team fouls with only 5:54 to go in this third quarter has to concern Fond du Lac coach Dick Diener.
Yeah, these guys are going to be in the penalty early here if they don't watch it.
Moldenauer makes his second free throw. North 3 of 3 from the free throw stripe so far in this third quarter, and they lead Fond du Lac by 1. Springborn being double teamed. And he dribbles that one out of bounds. How many turnovers is that for the Cardinals so far?
That's 4 quick turnovers in just over 2 minutes of action there. Springborn didn't have anywhere to go with the ball. We've seen that a couple times in this game already.
4 turnovers for the Cardinals in this third quarter. And a foul going to be called on John Shavy.
Shavy looked like he got all ball there. Some questionable calls here in this third quarter.
5 team fouls already for Fond du Lac. third quarter hasn't looked very pretty for them. That's second team foul on Shavy. We get a chance at the replay here. Boy. And a timeout going to be taken by Fond du Lac. Cardinals calling a timeout, a 20-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. And upcoming action on Video Sports will be high school hockey as Waupun travels to Fond du Lac at the Blue Line Family Ice Arena. That game takes place on Saturday. They'll face off at 3, and the replay will be Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Our good friend Nick Van Knocker with the call of that hockey game. The Chris Chelios of Video Sports. As we're back to live action here at the old Redbird Arena. Cardinals trail by 1 in the third quarter. And at the free throw line is Mike Moldenauer once again. Moldenauer up and good. He's hit 3 free throws so far this quarter. He's got 8 points in this game. Make it 4 of 4 from free throw land in this quarter for Moldenauer, and now Oshkosh North leads Fond du Lac by 3.
North's really trapping here. They've got to get it over half court.
Shavy's in trouble. He needs some help, but he calls the timeout. None of the Fond du Lac teammates coming back to help Shavy. Outstanding defensive job done there by Oshkosh North in the trapping situation. A full timeout going to be taken by the Cardinals. Oshkosh North leads 41-38 with 5:31 to go in the third quarter. Back after this, you're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel. Okay. A 3-point lead for Oshkosh North as we continue play in the third quarter. So far in this third quarter, James, the pace has really been dictated by Oshkosh North.
Yeah, I'm very impressed by this North team. Frank Shady's really got them fired up to play here in this Cardinal gym.
Let's see how the Cardinals beat this press here, this trapping play, and they're able to do so. They get an open run. Casey Weiss, however, cannot connect, but an offensive rebound by the Cardinals. Chip Dilling up and good. Well, that's one of the problems when you try and do the trap right there. You're going to leave guys open the other way, and an offensive foul now on Oshkosh North. So a good time out there for the Cardinals, able to get this crowd alive a little bit and hopefully swing the momentum back to the Cardinal side.
Yeah, great call there by the ref. He really, number 35, Matt Sari, he hooked the offensive fender, and really a great call by the ref picking it up there.
2 fouls on Sari. And a dangerous pass, but a nice over-the-shoulder pass from Saber to Springborn. Robbie Springborn. Boy, is he having a great game of run. So far for Springborn, 15 points in this game.
Springborn's got 6 of the 8 Cardinal points here in the third quarter.
Casey Weist almost getting a steal there as the Cardinals coming out of that timeout with some intensity, and then right away that sharp shooting of Oshkosh North. That time from the outside is Kelly Flanagan.
Nice speed by Springborn, couldn't finish though.
Cardinals had an open shot underneath, up and down here since this timeout. North leads by 2, 44-42 with 4:34 to go. Shot no good on Spud Shady, and then Shady picks up the foul as Springborn was heading back up court. How tall do you think Spud Shady is?
I'm going to go with 5'5".
5'5", wow. It's something like that.
Little scatterbug out there. Reminds me of Earl Boykins.
Little Spud Shady, I tell you what, he's an outstanding point guard. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, the Cardinals are going to have to deal with this guy for 3 more years.
Tremendous ball handler.
He gets it up the floor so quick, I think faster than Springborn does for the Cardinals.
Fond du Lac still having some troubles here with the trap. Saberlich passes it off, outside jumper, in and out for Saberlich. And here comes North with a 2-point lead. I'd see this Cardinal defense step up, create a couple of turnovers, and help out the Fond du Lac offense. Cardinal defense is going to have to bunker down here the rest of the way. They want to walk out of here with a victory. Foul underneath on Casey Weiss, I believe. Actually, that's going to be on Jim Dilling, and I believe that's the 3rd foul on Dilling.
16 fouls for the Cardinals here. It doesn't look good. North's going to be in the bonus here coming up pretty soon.
Open underneath and a foul. Well, you just mentioned the bonus, and that's where Oshkosh North's going to be as Josh Worrell went up. And he was just absolutely assaulted by a couple of Cardinal defenders.
Only midway through the 3rd quarter, 17 fouls for the Cardinals. Unbelievable.
That's really goofed up the pace of this basketball game, too. I mean, we've seen North almost living at the free throw line in this 3rd quarter, where his free throw is good. They haven't missed a free throw. 6 of 6 so far from the free throw stripe in this 3rd quarter. It's really slowed down the pace of this basketball game. I mean, there really hasn't been much of a rhythm in this 3rd quarter with all these fouls.
Yeah, totally contrasting from the 1st quarter. It was a frantic pace. Teams getting back up and down the 4th, but here, it seems like we've been playing 20 minutes here and we only got 4 minutes off the clock.
45-42. North up by 3. And make it 4. Perfect from the free throw line is Oshkosh North in this 3rd quarter. 7 of 7. And they open their lead up to 4 now. Cardinals looking for some offense. They need to get something going. Springborn's led them so far tonight. An open 3 from way downtown for Saberlich. Casey Weiss tried to control the offensive rebound, but it went off his hands and out of bounds.
Saberlich, he just hasn't had the hot hand tonight. Another missed 3 for Saberlich.
Oshkosh North with their biggest lead of this game, 4 points. They lead 46-42 with 3:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Open for a 3, but they're going to call him that he stepped out of bounds. Charlie Lohoff stepped out of bounds. A break there for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was.
As the Cardinals going to make a substitution, Jim Dilling comes out. Checking in for him is John Shavy. The Cardinals out there with Bartelt, Springborn, Saberlich, Shady, and Wiest. Springborn just gets it across the timeline. Open for a 3. Oh, he is just not shot well from out there as Chris Saberlich. Had problems getting into a rhythm. Springborn with some problems with the dribble. Probably should have got called for a frustration foul there, but the officials didn't see it. Saberlich,
nice.
And then a travel going to be called. Fond du Lac just can't catch a break there. Robbie Springborn with the steal. Went down to a knee and then stood up, and the officials called him for traveling.
Yeah, this has been a real sloppy 3rd quarter. The Cardinals have already turned it over 6 times. North 4 times themselves. 10 turnovers, and they're only midway through the 3rd quarter.
Slow-moving 3rd quarter at that. Cardinals with 17 fouls, only 2 for Oshkosh North. Underneath, going glass is Matt Sari. Sari's got 5 in this quarter, and Oshkosh North leads by 6 here at the old Cardinal Arena.
North 4 for 4 from the field in the 3rd quarter.
Great passing by the Cardinals underneath. Able to pick up a foul is John Shavy. Well, it's worked for Oshkosh North to build a lead here in this 3rd quarter, getting to the free throw line. No reason the Cardinals can't go down low and pick up some fouls.
Yep, if you can't hit the shots, you got to bang it underneath, draw a foul.
It's 3rd team foul for Oshkosh North. The 3rd foul for Moldenauer. See if Shady checks him out of the basketball game or not.
Close game like this, you really got to knock down your free throws. North has done it in this 3rd quarter. We'll see if the Fond du Lac can do it here.
Shavy's free throw's good. John Shavy, the 6-foot junior, his first point of this game. Shavy's second on the way is good, and the Cardinals trim their deficit now in half. It's 48-44, a 4-point lead for Oshkosh North. Cardinals playing intense on defense, trying to limit those open looks for Oshkosh North. Cardinals need their defense to step up here if they want to climb into this basketball game. They trail by 4 with 2:25 to go in the third quarter. And North, with this 4-point lead, being very patient on offense. No rush to get a shot off.
Saberlich took an elbow to the face there.
It's been a scrappy game. Officials didn't really call too many fouls early on in this game, but Cardinals have gotten called for plenty of fouls in this third quarter. And look at Oshkosh North with this 4-point lead.
They just look to control the ball here in the third quarter.
No reason to shoot, up by 4. Oshkosh North's 1-3 in the conference. Fond du Lac's 4-0. Team like North under 500 in the conference, able to knock off a team like Fond du Lac would be huge. Could
this would be a huge win for North if they could steal one in Fond du Lac.
Really spark their season. An open shot outside for Sari's no good, and here comes the Cardinals. So a 4-point lead for North with 1:20 to go. And a foul going to be called on Kyle Radke. Cardinals like to see him go on some sort of mini run here. I'm sure North is going to be patient the rest of the way on offense. Two fouls now for Radke. Like to see the Cardinals at least get one more basket here before halftime.
Yeah, if they could get one more basket or even tie it up, because all North is going to do is hold the ball. They're ready, and they just want to get into the bonus here. And they look to shoot a lot of free throws in the fourth quarter if they can.
1:13 to go. I wouldn't expect the Cardinals to play for one, but I think Coach Diener is more worried about getting his team into some sort of rhythm heading into the fourth quarter. Casey Weiss down low. Burns around. The defender around goes glass it in. Casey Weiss draws the Cardinals within 2. 4 points tonight for Weiss. And we'll see if North is going to play for one with 50 seconds to go. They're up by 2.
Oh,
and a steal. Casey Weiss. Gonna go coach, leads it up and in. Oh, he just talked about it a couple of moments ago, James. It'd be great if the Cardinals could tie this one up. And that's exactly what they done.
Casey Weiss, 2 big baskets there, a steal, converts it into a tie game for the Fond du Lac Cardinals.
And the fans getting on their feet here, cheering the Cardinals. 24 seconds to go in this third quarter. And the Fond du Lac coaching staff wanted to travel for him that time. On Oshkosh North, 15 seconds now, tied at 48 here in the winning moment of the fourth quarter. And a steal by Jamie. Jamie going to go down. Jamie up the glass, no good but a foul. And the momentum is shifted to the Cardinals here as we head towards the end of the third quarter.
The staple of the Cardinals, that defense, they've really turned it up here in the last minute 30 of the game. The third quarter, I should say. Now they got a chance to take the lead here at the end of the third.
Cardinal offense really wasn't in much of a rhythm for that third quarter. I mentioned it a couple of times. Really needed that defense to step it up. Defense has been a staple for this team so far this season. The defense able to step it up and spark the offense a little bit.
Yeah, North, they just can't hold the ball. You just can't do that against the Fond du Lac team because they'll take it away from you.
Shavy gets a nice friendly bounce. Free throw's good. Cardinals back on top now. 49-48. Shavy 3 of 3 from the free throw stripe in this third quarter. And some substitutions for the Cardinals. Saberlich going to check out so he doesn't pick up another foul. Coming into the game, Pat Randall. Also Ben Wasik. Wasik's not used to seeing playing time in this third quarter. Kyle Shepard also going to check in. Matt Saporski. Well, Dick Diener doesn't want any of his key players to pick up any fouls here in the final 9 seconds of the third quarter. He substituted for pretty much everybody.
Yeah, good move by Diener. Fouls are really going to be key down the stretch here this game.
Shavy's second free throw in and out. And North comes away with it. 5 seconds. 4, 3. Shot no good. Air ball, and North will not get a shot off to end the third quarter. Well, the third quarter controlled most of the way by Oshkosh North, but a late spurt by the Cardinals give them a 1-point lead. 49-48, Fond du Lac on top of Oshkosh North after 3. Back with what is sure to be an exciting fourth quarter after this. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel.
Just north of Highway 23 on Seymour Street in Fond du Lac.
And want to thank Hegstrom Real Awards for sponsoring the broadcast. If you still haven't done some Christmas shopping, which I heard you haven't done, Mr. Flynn, you're still looking to buy some things. Hegstrom Real Awards, they got some great executive pens, also some nice plaques and awards. It's great for corporate people, you know, a very nice thing. HegstromRealAwards.com is the website, or you can place an order at 923-6217. Doesn't have to be a Christmas gift, either. Birthday, maybe Father's Day, Mother's Day. Never too early to shop for your loved ones.
What is it?
What'd you get me for Christmas?
What'd you get me?
You still owe me for that birthday gift I gave you. And the fourth quarter begins here at the old Cardinal Arena. This game originally scheduled for Thursday night, but had to unfortunately be postponed due to the bomb threat at Fond du Lac High School. And as they're setting up a wrestling meet at the Fond du Lac Fieldhouse, this game had to be played at the old Redbird Arena. On the former campus of Goodrich High School, now known as Riverside Elementary. The Cardinals ended that third quarter, James, in a flurry, able to pick up the lead. Their defense really stepped it up. We'll see how the Cardinals come out in this fourth quarter. Able to pick up a foul is Robbie Springborn.
Yeah, the Cardinals really got back in the game. They're down 4. 2 quick baskets by Wiest. 1 off a turnover. Shavy converted 1 free throw. Got him a 49-48 lead. Looked to be very patient here in the fourth quarter, almost chewing off a minute off the clock early on. Springborn goes to the free throw line.
Springborn with 15 points in this game. His first trip to the free throw line. And he's short on his first one. Robbie, the 5'10 junior point guard, he runs the show for this basketball team on offense. Springborn makes good on his second free throw. And Fond du Lac leads Oshkosh North 50-48. See if the defense can continue its intensity. A very tough shot, but a lucky bounce for Mike Moldenauer there. Moldenauer had a defender in his face. That one just kind of bounced around the rim and ended up going down for him. Oh, beautiful pass by Springborn, but Wiest unable to connect. Well, you really got to take advantage of passes like that. Another foul going to be on Fond du Lac now. That's their 8th team foul. North's going to be in the bonus the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it does not suit well for Fond du Lac here. North's probably just going to try to hammer it in each time and get the free throw line.
That's the 3rd foul on Chris Saberlich. As the real Spud Shady knocks in the first free throw.
I'm really impressed by the Spud Shady. He's kind of the catalyst for this team. He kind of makes them go.
He's quicker than a hiccup. And a turnover there. Springborn trying to create too much for the Cardinals. North leads by 2. From downtown, and he stares at the crowd. Mike Moldenauer, who put the dagger in the Cardinals last year at the Fond du Lac Fieldhouse, drilling a three-pointer with a second to go to beat Fond du Lac by 3. Nailed down a three-pointer there, and this one quickly could get away from the Cardinals. Waved away, and a foul to be called on Fond du Lac that time as Pepper was driving. That foul's going to be on John Shavy.
Yeah, that three by Moldenauer really swung the energy in this game. He gave a long stare at the Fond du Lac crowd over there. And North seems to be in control of this game, looking to go up 7 at the free throw line.
And a timeout by the Cardinals. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. Upcoming action on Video Sports. We'll have high school hockey for you as Fond du Lac takes on Waupun. And we'll have a replay of that one Sunday night at 6 p.m. as the Fond du Lac hockey team trying to get things going over at the Blue Line Family Ice Arena. Nick Van Knocker will have the call of that hockey game. 6:12, and for upcoming action are all the scores. Visit our website, webpages.charter.net/NICKJODI. All the scores and whatnot. Our wonderful webmaster always keeping that webpage up to date. I think that webmaster works 24/7. As North on top now 55-50. The Cardinals had a lead entering this fourth quarter, but North's been able to get hot, knock down a three-point basket, create a couple of turnovers. And now they're up at by 5, and the Cardinals once again have to play from behind and going to need that defense to step up, James.
Yeah, they're really going to have to step it up defensively. Just doesn't look good for the Cardinals right now. They look to go down probably 7 here with already 19 fouls.
And, well, I could have made a definite case there for an offensive foul on Butler as he knocks down his free throw. I tell you what, since the beginning of the third quarter, James, Oshkosh North has not missed a free throw.
Yeah, that's going to be a key in this game. If they can keep knocking them down, they'll probably come out victorious.
10 of 10 all around. I put the jinx on them. That's what I like. 10 of 11 from 3 free throws in the second half. A 6-point lead for Oshkosh North with 6 minutes to go. We're at the old Redbird Arena. Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North. Springborn going to jack up a 3. And Robbie throws up an air ball and hears it from the Oshkosh North student section. Not many students here from Oshkosh North, but a decent crowd. Fond du Lac and Oshkosh North girls, at the same time this game is being played, are battling off at Oshkosh North. Well, this defense for the Cardinals are going to have to step up in the final 5:43, and they do there with a steal. Casey Wiest able to steal it away. The Cardinals need to connect on offense now. Who's going to step up offensively for the Cardinals down the stretch in this fourth quarter? Bartelt had a huge first quarter. He's kind of quieted off since then. Wiest passes. I think that one was intended for Saberlick. Saberlick gets it. He's off. I don't think Saberlick's done a good job at all. And Derek Arndt saved that one. Unfortunately, he threw it into the hands of Oshkosh North. And a foul is going to be called on Casey Wiest, his third foul. And now Oshkosh North's in the double bonus, 2 free throws the rest of the way.
Yeah, I'm surprised Coach Diener hasn't told Saberlick to maybe stop shooting that 3 right now. He's probably about 0 for 5 tonight from three-point land. He should probably try to take it inside a little more. Now North is in a double bonus.
Moldenauer hits the free throw. Well, you and I talked about in the pregame while playing this game in the old Redbird Arena, if it might have some sort of effect on the Cardinals. They used to playing in their own field house all season. Moldenauer misses that free throw. It's a 7-point lead for Oshkosh North with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Cardinals desperately looking for some offense. They've gone stone cold from the field so far in this fourth quarter. That's really been the bottom line.
Yes, it has.
Springboard. Finds Bartelt open for a 3. Bartelt hit it. Sean Bartelt for a monster first quarter, scoring 11 points. Knocks down a 3 there, and he's got 16 in this game.
Bartelt's been huge for the Cardinals in this game, keeping them alive here late in the fourth.
Let's see what the defense can do for the Cardinals. And you got to be kidding me. Is that a foul on Chris Saberlick? Moldenauer on the drive. Saberlick called for his 4th foul.
The officials have had a really quick whistle here, especially for the Cardinals. Well, that's a questionable call.
He had his hand on the back a little bit. A full timeout's going to be taken. We'll take a break. Fond du Lac trails this one by 4. It's 57-53 Oshkosh North. 4:41 left to go in the fourth quarter. Back after this, you're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel.
Doing up the high school sports, your first and only stop is team sports. Main Street Fond du Lac. Shoes, balls, gear, it's all here. At Team Sports on Main. Dribble, pass, shoot. It's basketball season. Team Sports has all your basketball needs covered. One stop and you're in the game. And maybe discover for the Panthers Main Street. Team Sports also carries all you need for wrestling. Team Sports is trophies, rubber jackets, and packing and badger merchandise. Team Sports, your sports headquarters.
Fond du Lac's going to have to play some inspired basketball. The final 4:41 of this basketball game. If they want to remain undefeated on the season, they currently trail Oshkosh North by 4 points, 57-53. As the Cardinals really haven't been able to muster much on offense in this fourth quarter, James.
No, they haven't. Saberlick's forced a couple threes. Really haven't gotten much going. North defense is really tight, and I thought they'd give them a game, and I was right up to this point. Looks like it's going to be a dogfight to the end.
Moldenauer connects on a free throw. 6 of 7 he is from the free throw stripe. 16 points he has. That leads Oshkosh North's attack. 17 points now for Moldenauer.
Well, they're trapping again.
And the Cardinals have trouble, but lucky to get it away. Cardinals have number for a brief second. Casey Weiss comes down the lane, and an offensive foul to be called on Casey Weiss. That's Casey's 4th foul of this game, and things are not looking good for Fond du Lac.
No, they aren't. The Cardinals just can't get anything going offensively. Trapping springboard in the back, and then you got a guy like Casey Weiss who's not used to taking it to the basket like this. And that was a good call by the official. It was a charge.
Coach Dick Diener clapping his hands, trying to fire up his team here. Doesn't want them to give up yet. We saw ending the third quarter, the Cardinals were trailing by 5, and their defense stepped it up and actually gave them a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. All starts on the defensive end of the basketball. And a travel going to be called on Moldenauer. That's a start right there. The Cardinals need to capitalize now. I know Saberlick's had a tough time shooting the basket, but boy, what the Cardinals would not do if he could sink a 3-point basket right now.
Yeah, they really need a big 3 here by Saberlick or anybody, really. Just need a basket here.
This defense causing fits for the Cardinals. Bartelt on the lane, no good, but a nice job on the offensive glass by Derek Hart following the shot. Those are the kind of things the Cardinals are going to need if they want to get back into this basketball game. It's a 4-point lead for Oshkosh. But another travel going to be called.
I don't know about that one, Sean.
A travel there by J.P. Henning. Can you say makeup call?
These officials, I don't know. They've had a shaky game, in my opinion, both ways tonight. Big break for the Cardinals, though.
Now, Fond du Lac fans will definitely take that one. It's a 4-point lead for Oshkosh North with 3:45 to go in this game. Saberlick working with it. Kicks it out to Bartelt. Bartelt from 17. He gets it. Short Bartelt with the basket. And the Cardinals now within 2.
Bartelt has really he's been the leader tonight. He's having a career game.
The Cardinals just got to keep feeding it to Bartelt as he's been able to knock down his shot. 59-57. It's a 2-point lead for North. Coming up on 3 minutes.
Almost an over and back.
Almost an over and back there for Oshkosh North. Moldenauer going to pull up. And that one's no good, but an offensive rebound for North, and a foul is going to be called on Derek Arntz. Boy, if Moldenauer would have knocked down that three-pointer, that would have silenced this crowd here at the old Redbird Arena.
Yeah, he did it twice already. If he did it 3 times, that might have been the backbreaker for North.
And a timeout going to be taken on the court. Timeout on the field. It's a full timeout. And actually, Derek Arndt fouled out of that basketball game with his 5th foul. That's why we've got a pause in the action here. A decent night for Derek Arndt. played well on the defensive end. He leaves this game with 2 points. They both came from the free throw line. Jim Dilling checks in now for Derek Arndt. The Cardinals within 2 here. Oshkosh North, however, has the Cardinals in the double bonus, so any foul the rest of the way, North goes to the free throw line shooting 2. Matt Sari's free throw is good. Oshkosh North is definitely connected from the free throw line tonight. Make it a 4-point lead.
Oshkosh North has scored way more than anybody else has against Fun like this year.
61 points scored by Oshkosh North. Cardinals have been relying on the defense so far this season. They haven't even given up anything close to that so far this year. As Saberlick goes up underneath, and a foul going to be called on Oshkosh North. We talked about it in the pregame. James, the defense of the Cardinals, and it just really hasn't been there. And actually that's going to be an offensive foul on Casey Wiest.
Yeah, the Cardinals just have looked sloppy tonight, both on the offensive and defensive end. They've gotten really nothing offensively from Saberlick. If it wasn't for Bartelt stepping up, I don't know where the Cardinals would be right now.
That's the 5th foul on Casey Wiest, and he's going to be hanging out with Derek Arndt the rest of the game. That's not a good thing because that means he's fouled out. So you really got to tip your hat to Oshkosh. They came into...
Frank Shady really got him ready to play tonight, that's for sure.
Oshkosh North 1-3 in the conference. Fond du Lac 4-0, 5-0 overall.
Like I said, though, I think Oshkosh North is a lot better than their 1-3 mark in the conference, so they'll be a contender right up there. I'm not saying they're going to contend with Appleton West, but I think they'll get a 2nd or 3rd place finish in the conference when it's all said and done.
Well, Flanagan misses the free throw. It's a 4-point lead for North. He makes good on the second one, now up by 5. You know, the internet site wishoops.net and their basketball poll has the Cardinals ranked 6th in Division I, so this would be a major upset for Oshkosh North if they happen to win this basketball game, but still lots of basketball left. Saberlick, he needs that one, and he can't hit it. Like Chris Saberlick has really struggled from the field tonight. Saberlick has just not found that shooting touch. Coming into this game, he had 17 three-pointers. So far tonight, Saberlick has 0.
Turnover. Nope.
Ball loose, and the Cardinals can't grab the loose ball. Shady underneath, wide open underneath is the push. Is Mortenauer, and a foul to be called on top.
And that's probably the nail in the coffin there, delivered by Spud Shady. A great feed by Shady. Can't do nothing about that.
Well, loose ball was on the floor. You really can't fault the Cardinal defense because they thought they were going to get it. And all the players are racing back to go on offense, and North definitely had a numbers advantage. They now lead this game by 7. That's their biggest margin of this basketball game with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, that was probably the nail in the coffin for the Cardinals right there.
Moldenauer's free throw's no good, but Butler goes back to the rebound, but able to be controlled by the Cardinals. Let's see what Fond du Lac can do, trailing by 7 with 2 minutes to go in this basketball game. Down the lane, up and up, and driving to the lane and scoring. Charlie Bartelt, I tell you what, he's got to be the go-to man for the Cardinals heading down the stretch.
Yeah, Bartelt with 19 points, although I think that fall could have went either way if you ask me.
That was a tough call to be made there, but Cardinal fans will take it as we see Bartelt coming down the lane. Yeah, I think that defender might have had his feet set, but we'll take the call. So will Fond du Lac. Bartelt with a chance to bring his team within 4. Ooh, Bartelt's free throw is no good. Cardinals really needed that one. It's a 5-point lead for Oshkosh North. Boy, under 2 minutes to play now. Do you think Oshkosh North's even going to take a shot the rest of the way?
No, they're going to make the Cardinals foul them. Either that or the Cardinals will force a turnover.
And a reach-in foul there, going to be called on Bartelt. It's a 5-point lead for Oshkosh North with 1:47 to go.
If North makes their free throws right now, there's no way the Cardinals can win this game.
North's going to have to win this game from the free throw line. I don't expect them to take any offensive shots unless the Cardinals are able to knock out a couple of threes on their own offensive end. Moldenauer up and good. Moldenauer the leading scorer for North tonight. 20 points he's got. Nine of 11 from the free throw stripe for Moldenauer. All those free throws have come in the second half. The Cardinals trailing by 7 with 1:40 to go. Springborn dribbling. Saberlick gonna fire from up. If there was ever time to cut Saberlick decided to start dropping the three, it was down. A 4-point lead for Oshkosh North as Shady dribbled from the basketball. The Cardinals hawking and trying to create a steal here. Moldenauer down the lane. It's open pass and it's good. Defense broke down there by Fondolak. And it's back up to a 7-point lead. And a foul going to be called now on North. Well, Fondolak is in the bonus as Shady comes up a little bit stiff on his ankle. So the Cardinals going to have a chance to score some points from the free throw line without the clock moving, and a timeout going to be called here by Fond du Lac.
That's the key. If you can score points without the clock moving, that's what you want to do here.
It's a full timeout actually taken by Oshkosh North. We'll take a break. 1:11 to go here. Fond du Lac trails by 6. Back after this, you're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on Charter Sports. It's a 6-point lead for Oshkosh North with 1:11 to go here. And if the Cardinals want to win this one, they're going to need Miracle on Linden Street. You know, I'm going to be performing at the Improv next week.
Probably do a pretty good job of it.
Fond du Lac at the free throw line. Springborn shooting a 1-and-1. Robbie's free throw's good. That was huge. Cardinals got to take advantage of a chance to score without the clock moving. They cut the deficit now to 5. Could bring it to 4. Springborn's free throw's good. It's a 4-point lead now for Oshkosh North. Let's see this defense for Fond du Lac step up. As we approach a minute to play. A 4-point lead for North. Unless Fond du Lac can create a turnover, they're going to have to foul North and make North win this game at the free throw line. You really don't want to foul Moldenauer because he's been golden from the free throw line, but you know he's probably going to be the guy that's going to be holding on to the basketball.
They've got to foul somebody here. Time's running away.
40 seconds and counting. One of the Cardinals going to foul, and they're finally going to foul Butler as Shavy steps out and fouls Butler.
They wasted about 30 seconds there, Sean.
Well, I think Cardinals wanted to try and force a turnover, put some pressure on Oshkosh North, hope that maybe they might turn the basketball over. We've seen them turn it over a couple of times. I think that's a decent call by the Cardinal coaching staff. We'll see what Butler can do from the free throw line. 1 of 2 so far tonight. He knocks down that one, though, and extends it back to a 5-point North lead. Fond du Lac really needs him to miss this one. Really. And he does. High for the rebound is Jim Dilling. Let's see what the Cardinals do. Quickly up court. It's Butler with the steal. And it's good. Well, a break for the Cardinals there as Butler tried making good on his missed free throw, but he traveled. It's a 2-possession game now as the Cardinals trail by 5. A 2-pointer taken by Robbie Springborn. He hits it. 2-pointer by Springborn. Let's see what Fond du Lac defense can do. North's got to get it in. Now they got to get it up court. A reach-in foul on Springborn.
Oh, Diener's livid.
Yeah, Dick Diener is hot down there on the sidelines. Dick better watch it. Springborn almost poked that one out.
Yeah, Diener's got to watch it. He got a technical last year against North, which cost him the game.
Well, Spud Shady's going to go for the free throw line. He's 2 of 2 so far. He's made both of them in the fourth quarter. Bud's first free throw is good. Second one is good as well. 71-66. Back to a 5-point lead.
Cardinals got to shoot a three here.
20 seconds to go. Springborn with it. He dribbles up court. Springborn being guarded by Shady. Heavily guarded. Robbie beat that one. He makes it at a timeout by the Cardinals. Robbie Springborn made that one with Shady all over him.
Yeah, Springborn, he got the basket, but I would like to see them take a three-pointer. This is only a three-point lead.
Well, the Cardinals still got some time. 21 points tonight on the basketball game by Robbie Springborn, James, and it's a three-point game now. Well, they either create a turnover or obviously if you can't get that quick turnover, you want to foul North right away. If North can miss both of those free throws, it'll be all good, as we want to wish you happy holidays from the Video Sports crew. You know, usually in these situations, you like to pick out the guy that you can foul that struggles from the free throw line, but really nobody struggled from the free throw line tonight for North.
Yeah, all of them went to the line here in the fourth quarter, and all of them pretty much knocked down their shots. Moldenauer, Spud Shady, Joe Butler, they've all done a pretty good, nice job of knocking down their free throws.
We'll see what the Cardinals have in store. Of course, upcoming action. Replay of this game going to be Sunday night at 6 as Fond du Lac takes on Waupun in high school hockey at the Blue Line Ice Arena. Our good friend Nick Van Knocker returns to action for the call of that hockey game, as North to inbound under the Cardinal basket. And they're able to get that one in to Moldenauer, I do believe. He's fouled right away. Only 1 second comes off the clock. Moldenauer scored 20 points in this game. Well, we'll see if Moldenauer can miss some free throws now. It's a 3-point lead for North, 71-68, 13 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Moldenauer makes it. And he shakes his head like he knew he was going to make it. He's definitely a confident young player. Clapping his hands, he put the dagger in the Cardinals' lap. He's pumping his fist.
Yeah, that big three he made late in the third quarter really turned the momentum here for North.
Moldenauer makes that one as well.
Now you got to take the three, in my opinion.
Cardinals going to have to shoot up a three, down by 5. Instead, Springborn all the way down, and it's good. 5 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. Left the pass. That one was run about. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds left on the clock. Top of that shield. Plus 3.
Well, that's what they had to do there with inbound. The game was over. The Cardinals are getting one line down here for a three.
Well, let's call the media. And go that same direction. You're going about 2 seconds. It's going to have to be quick. Inbound pass. Robbie Springborn to the top of the line. And it's no good. No good, but three-pointer by Springborn to the top corner at the buzzer. And an upset from the old Cardinal Arena. As Oshkosh scored.
They stunned the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Springborn got his open look. Just missed it off the back iron.
Oshkosh North takes apart this Fond du Lac defense. The Cardinals basically had held all their opponents in the 40s this season, but 73 points put up by Oshkosh North. A heartbreaking loss to head into the holiday break for Fond du Lac. 73-70. North defeats Fond du Lac. We'll be back after this with our post-game coverage. You're watching Fond du Lac Cardinal basketball on the Charter Channel.
That are sore or painful, but they don't always will matter. I can help you with those tension spots. I also plan to listen to the clients because touch is very important. There's a minimum perception of the percentage and other different capabilities in a competitive sector. The first goal is to give important credit to the overall health and well-being, and I encourage people to take their health seriously.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's,
I wish I had the North money line.
I do think that Fondy did practice over here last night.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I understand what you're thinking.
Sure,
I,
sure.
I thought the same thing coming in here. This is a tough game.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
But
North.
the whole ordeal of coming over here instead, and it's a big fruit basket upset. I'm sure.
Well, North's a well-coached team, so you knew that they would be prepared.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. She has always given. I think that Frank Shady coaches his team against Fond like better than any team in the conference.
Oh, I'd agree with that. You gotta do some percentages there, or you got them, or that one's an easy one. What do you need?
7 out of 12.
Here, what do you need? I can hear you. Holy cats. Way to go, Flynn. You brought us a loss.
Yeah, Dick won't want to play her again. And he's got to come back here on the
Against
play.
Oshkosh West in February, right?
Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think the last regular season game.
North only took 12 shots in the second quarter.
Wow.
You want to do these?
Yeah, are you ready to go?
All right, Fond du Lac. Is this for the final or just the?
Yeah, the final. The whole. You got them all calculated? The totals?
For the whole game or just?
Yeah, the whole game.
Oh.
25 of 49.
Fond du Lac 25 of 49.
That's it.
And
North 18 of 35.
What's up, so we're going to do you?
North 18 of 35.
it's 51% for both. Fond du Lac is 14 of 21. And North, 29 of 38.
That's unbelievable.
67% can stay the same, and it's 76% for North.
Rebounds. 18 rebounds for the Cardinals. 17 for North. 16 turnovers for the Cardinals. 17 for North.
Scores?
Oh, hang on there. We get Robbie. 14, 16. Springborn's 22. Let's see, 9, 10, 11, 21. Okay, Springborn with 22. Actually, make that 21, sorry. Bartelt actually has 22. He led him. Sorry about that. $22 for Bartelt, 21 for Robbie. And North, I'll just give you Moldenauer. He had 22. Adrian Taggart.
Dan Archambault.
Yeah, that's what that Moldenauer. He looked kind of like those Archambault threes, you know. Boom.
John McGraw.
Ah. 22. Holy cats, it's hot in here. Moldenauer, he's cocky.
Yeah, he is.
Randy Orton down there.
Wonder who got the banner.
Yeah. Bates must have showed up.
This is WFB out here.
No.
You guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready. An upset from the old Cardinal Arena as Oshkosh North comes into the old Cardinal Arena and knocks off Fond du Lac 73-70. Defense has really been a key for the Cardinals this year, James, and the defense really not much they could do against Oshkosh North tonight.
No, they just didn't have it defensively tonight. Fond du Lac, I haven't seen them give up this many points in a long time. 73 for North. North really got to the free throw line a lot in that third and fourth quarter, which really skewed things. Really look at it.
The Oshkosh North didn't attempt too many shots from the field, just about 5 quick fouls in the first 3 minutes, two and a half to 3 minutes of the third quarter really did in Fond du Lac in that second half. The Cardinals were able to take a 1-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Fond du Lac trailed by 5, but made a late spurt, got a couple of steals, some lay-ins, foul, converted at the free throw line, and appeared to have the momentum starting the fourth quarter, but North came out, knocked down a couple of outside jumpers, and they didn't look back at all as the Cardinals had a chance at the end of the basketball game to sink a three-pointer at the end, and an inbounds pass to Robbie Springborn, his three-pointer in and out, and upset from the old Cardinal Arena as Oshkosh North wins 73-70. Looking at our final stats, the team's pretty much even shooting. However, Cardinals obviously attempting more shots, but the big disparity there, obviously, look at the free throws.
Yep, if you had the Madden Telestrator, that's what you'd circle the free throw attempts. Oshkosh North 29 of 38, where Fond du Lac was only 14 of 21.
Rebounds and turnovers pretty much even for these two teams. Cardinals led in scoring by Sean Bartelts. He had 22 points, and a nice game also by another junior, Robbie Springborn, who put in 21 points. Those two guys really had big first and fourth quarters. Those were the two big quarters for those guys scoring.
How many does Saberlick have?
And Chris Saberlick, who had been the leading scorer for this team coming into the basketball game. They did an outstanding job defensively against Saberlick.
Yeah, North really rotated to him all nice in the first half. In the second half, they let him shoot the open threes, but he just couldn't knock them down.
Only 9 points in this game for Saberlick. He was able to knock down one three-point shot. That happened in the fourth quarter, and he was able to pick up a couple of free throws and a two-point basket in the second quarter. So tip your hat to the defense of Oshkosh North, who was led in scoring by Mike Moldenauer. He knocked out a key three-pointer in that fourth quarter. He led them with 22 points. Moldenauer also their main man from the free throw line. Moldenauer did in this Fond du Lac team last year at the Cardinal Fieldhouse as his three-pointer with about a second to go gave North a three-point victory, and Moldenauer once again key in this game. And upcoming action on Charter Sports, high school hockey as Fond du Lac takes on Waupun for the Blue Line Family Ice Arena. That game is on Saturday. We'll have the replay Sunday night at 6 on Charter Channel 14. Of course, wishing you a happy holidays from the Video Sports crew. May you have a very safe and joyous holiday season. And the next time we talk to you will be in the new year. At least when I talk to you, will be in the new year. So the Cardinals are no longer unbeaten. 4-1 in the FBA, 5-1 overall. Oshkosh North now goes 2-3 in the conference. Thanks to our producer Dave Preston. Also Matt Bastian helping out as well.
Steve Wilcox.
And Steve Wilcox, the man on the camera. Statistics assisted by my color man, James Hollywood Flynn. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast.
No problem. Wish we had a better outcome, though.
Have a great holiday. Have a great holiday, Hollywood. This has been a Charter Sports presentation. Good night, everybody.